Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your little bonus reading. I'm doing one for every sign. This is for Sagittarius. What's transforming in your love life? This could be internal, external energies. Yeah, someone's coming in to take control. This is an energy of a person who's confident but in control of their emotions. They have a lot of self-control. Wow. Yeah, this is a person who wants to build. It's a putting in effort, so there's a lot of willpower here. Yeah, but look, there's someone here having a little regret, possibly for not putting in effort. So this is someone who could be taking another look at his situation. Often this is based on unfounded fear, but this really does have to do with someone who probably didn't put in enough effort. So this is going to create a transformation. Yeah, we have this is a person, an energy of gaining momentum. It's also putting an effort to communicate. And it's often too where a person comes on too fast, too strong. Yeah, things moving quite quickly, often feeling a little overwhelmed, so someone puts on the brake. It could be someone who is busy focusing on work, but there's definitely regret. And like I say, it's often unfounded fear. See, this is about being confident. This is someone here starting to feel confident. So this is the transformation. It's putting in more effort. It's an energy of somebody who actually wants to build. Yeah, it's about harmony and balance, being fair. Someone maybe wasn't being fair here. But this is about doing things right. Yeah, somebody here has definitely got things under control here. So it could have to do with someone's work schedule, being too busy, whatever it may be, or just feeling a little overwhelmed. This is often too much of a good thing. But you can see someone's taming the beast here. Yeah, it's about taking control and making things right. So someone here probably just didn't come in right to begin with, but we'll see how this goes here. Tell me about the Chariot. Yeah, there's been some hurt, heartache, and hurt feelings. Yeah. It's often a little fear of whether someone's right for them or not. But this is about restoring harmony, and this is what someone wants to do here. Let's have a look at this Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, we have someone who's open, letting someone know they're open, but we have a person who possibly put on the brakes, didn't reciprocate. So there's definitely been sadness. I mean, the Nine of Swords is sadness, regret, sleepless nights, anxiety, whatever it may be. It's likely a little different for everyone, but this is about to transform. I think it has to do with someone putting in more effort here, because this is a person who wants to build. They're open. They're letting someone know they're open and available, but there's been hurt feelings. Let's have a look at the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it has to do with someone taking a leap of faith. This is someone who probably felt there was often a little bit of regret, but someone might be feeling a little bit foolish right now. This person was ready to go down this path. See, maybe it's someone who come in a little flirty, playful. Yeah. But you can see there's a little bit of sadness here. Someone here may have come on too fast, too strong, too. Let's have a look at the Eight of Wands. Yeah, restoring justice and harmony. It's about being fair. Somebody here wasn't being fair. They didn't come in right. It's often a person who isn't feeling as confident as they'd like to be. But look at that. And now we have building. So this is about building, putting in effort, being fair. Look at that. See, restoring harmony. This is about communicating, sharing innermost feelings, connecting on that emotional level. Someone here might not have been ready. And often this is someone who controls things too much. Yeah, but I feel this is someone here letting someone know they're ready. They took a leap of faith, communicated, but the other person didn't put an effort. This is someone wanting someone to build. They want to build. Tell me about that Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, see, nobody got what they wanted here. This is a person keeping things all in. See, this is someone controlling their feelings, keeping it in. They're not sharing their feelings. They're not connecting on emotional level. Tell me about the Three of Swords. Yeah, there were some hurt feelings. This person actually seen opportunity here. See, it's about opportunity. It's someone who knows a good thing when they see it. But I feel like it's just one of those energies where it's too much of a good thing. Things moving very quickly. But what happened here is because of this, nobody got what they wanted. This is about two people filling each other's cup, telling each other how they feel, connecting on emotional level. This is someone ready. Somebody here wasn't ready. Yeah. This could be a fear of being hurt as well. Someone afraid of being hurt here, but definitely there's been hurt. So let's have a look at this Queen of Cups again and see what happened. Yeah, this is someone who was just curious. They were wanting to know something. It's a person wanting to learn, wanting to get to know someone. They want to build. It's about starting something and going down this path together. Yeah. Tell me about the Fool. Yeah, we have someone who was procrastinating. There's confirmation. But the other person's going, do they love me? Do they not? You know? Yeah, it's an inner struggle. This is creating transformation, the inner struggle. So this is someone who felt something was maybe a little off here, but there's a lot of procrastination, yet they know a good thing when they see it. It's about making a choice here. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups. Yeah, so this is someone here who definitely a person put on the brakes. See, this is someone who thinks, well, this isn't going to go anywhere. This isn't going anywhere. But what's transforming now is somebody planning, preparing, hoping for the best. Someone's pride got in the way. It could be where someone felt the other person was chasing them. Yeah, it could be yourself, Sag, with this energy here, or it has to do with that Queen of Cups. Just take it how it resonates. But this is a person who puts on the brakes. They feel like it's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, too much of a good thing. But the other person's like, having this inner struggle. Yeah, there's a person who was just curious. They wanted to go down this path. Do you want to get together? Do you want to talk? But the other person's feeling, the other person is maybe not interested in them for the right reasons. It's an energy of chasing. But now what I feel is this person who's putting on the brakes, I feel, is now looking at this, seeing that this could have been successful. See, nobody got what they wanted. Both people actually wanted this. So there's going to be a transformation. Yeah, it's two people manifesting each other and even a little mirroring. But it has to do with someone who has everything they need to manifest their desire. There was desire to create something new. So someone trying to create an opportunity to connect, to come together. Tell me about Justice. Yeah, this is definitely someone who's single. They look out for themselves. But see, it's a person here I feel is kind of looking out for themselves too, but they're not sure someone's right for them, and that's the thing. This is someone kind of trying to be fair, but somebody here wasn't being fair. More on that Pentacles. Yeah, it has to do with interest. See, this is somebody here wanting to know if someone's single. This person's single coming in, but it's curiosity. They want to know everything. So it could be someone who asked a lot of questions. See, they were trying to learn, asking a lot of questions, overwhelming the other person. But it's all about wanting to know everything. It's someone who was really interested. See, there was interest. Yeah. See, we have someone who's missed an opportunity now. It's a person who thanks but no thanks, or just ignored the other person's probably text messages, emails, phone calls, whatever it may be. So someone here looking at this now too, because now they see they've missed a beautiful opportunity. Nobody got what they wanted though. Yeah. Tell me about this Page of Swords energy. Yeah, it has to do with control. So someone putting on the brakes. I think we got two people mirroring, taking a look at this situation. But it has to do with someone taking the lead. See, now I feel like we have this person who's taken another look. See, this could have gone somewhere. This could have been successful. But at that point, they felt it wasn't going to go anywhere. Now this person knows they need to come in and take control. It's all about balance. See, this is someone here kind of having that little struggle. Now, I wonder if there's somebody here may have had multiple opportunities too, maybe comparing one to the other. But I feel it's like, do you want to or not kind of energies. This is things were kind of up in the air. I think the other person ignored the other person here. They might have been a little drained too, very busy, may have had a lot going on. Yeah, but you can see the cycle ending. Now we have a new cycle. This is someone who's now seeing things could have gone in their favor. Seeing someone in a more favorable light because they got control of those emotions. See, now they're feeling more confident, but it was a lack of confidence. Tell me more about the Six of Wands. Yeah, it has to do with someone who's now seeing the bigger picture. See, it's a person who I feel put on the brakes. They just aren't ready to put themselves out there in that way emotionally, so they're over-controlling their emotions. And this is often a person who keeps all their feelings to themselves, not just because they aren't ready, but they feel like the other person is interested in for the wrong reasons, maybe what they can provide. Yeah, and there we have the Queen of Swords. So this is an energy of someone speaking truth. See, this is someone who's now learned something. It's gone from the page, they've learned something. This is about control, but this is a person who I feel made a decision and likely ended the situation. But I feel like there's going to be truth, and we have a person who's going to be making a decision. Yeah, let the other person take the lead. So this is someone who may have been repeatedly chasing after someone, messaging them, putting this other person feeling pressured when they weren't ready. So that's often why people put on the brakes. Yeah. But now this is someone who's learned, let the other person take control, let them take the lead. You know, reach out once and then let the other person decide. Yeah, now we have the King of Swords. See, this is someone who kind of got into their head, overanalyzing a situation, but it's about speaking truth. Seeing truth in this situation. Little power struggle. But what I feel is this person knows. They know what's expected. They know they have to take the lead. I do feel these are two people who have learned something since this situation began. It's all about letting go of control. Letting the other person... This is someone who now feels more confident. You see, they've learned something. They've done a lot of thinking. It's often the person who gets up into their head. Somebody here was going through a lot of stress, anxiety. See, all based on unfounded fear. Let's have a look at this is often a person who's used to controlling their life, staying in control of things. And then you have this other person coming in. Someone to the feminine possibly taking the lead. But this person has now learned something here. Yeah, but I do see truth. This is all about truth. Yeah, this is someone who already knows the answers they're seeking. They were keeping it all in, keeping things to themselves. This is someone who I feel didn't trust their own intuition. I feel they got up into their head, but I do feel it's someone who may have been busy, may have had a lot going on and feeling overwhelmed. I really feel that energy, but no one got what they wanted. But now we have confidence. Someone's taming the beast. I'm going to be honest, I feel it's the Queen of Swords taming the beast, but this is all someone trying to teach someone how they want to be treated. But again, nobody gets what they want. This is two people who are supposed to fill each other's cup. Fill each other's cup. Tell each other what you need, what you like, what makes you happy. Someone may have been coming on a little too strong, sharing too much too fast. Yeah, see, it's all about the things you have in common, cooperating. See, it's two people who should be teaming up, going down this path together. So there's things that were never acknowledged. The things that you these two people have in common. They definitely are two people who speak straight up. I do feel there's truth here, but it has to do with these lessons being learned about letting somebody else take the lead, reaching out once, communicating clearly, and then letting the other person decide, basically. Yeah, it has to do with timing too. See, it could have been just bad timing, but it's all about two people who should be building each other up, and it has to do with spending time together, doing things together. See, these are two people who bring something to the table, but somebody here didn't feel as confident as the other person. But we have two people both taming the beast now, right? This is about sharing feelings, emotions. It's about controlling feelings. This is someone who feels their emotions are getting out of control here, so they kind of put on the brakes. But what two people really wanted was to really build something. It's just about putting in effort. Somebody putting in a lot of effort. Someone here didn't for some reason, but it's because they felt the other person was interested for the wrong reasons. Oh, there was interest. They were curious. And since then, this is someone who may have been talking to people, finding out some truth. Yeah, let's have a look at the High Priestess. Let's just see what this person was keeping in. See, keeping it all in, not saying anything, but it's someone who's now going within. Into me, I see. Yeah, this person now knows. They didn't trust their intuition. Now they're sitting there, again, in this energy of, you know, should I or shouldn't I? Now, it could be someone comparing someone to the other person, too. I wouldn't be surprised, because it's someone who's moving away from another situation. Yeah, see, there's all this internal energy. See the transformation? Someone's now looking at this in a different perspective. So they're seeing it from a whole different perspective now. They got control of their emotions. Someone's emotions got away with them here because it's overwhelming. It comes in out of the blue. Do you want to do something? Do you want to get together? And the other person's like, whoa, I feel the timing might have been off. It's like I say, feeling overwhelmed, busy, very busy. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this is someone feeling lack and thinking negative thoughts, you see. Someone here ignored someone or maybe ghosted them. They weren't being fair. It's also someone who doesn't, for some people, doesn't want to spend a lot of time together. They don't have time. But it's an energy of making priorities. Someone here needs to make someone a priority. So there's definitely different situations. But yeah, see, it is about manifesting. Yeah, we got someone feeling more confident. See, they're hearing good things. They're talking to people. I think it's just somebody who wasn't ready to get out there. But, you know, it is an energy of thinking negative thoughts, self-fulfilling prophecy. Someone here was looking at all the negative stuff, the lack, and they weren't really looking at it. They weren't fair. Yeah, but it's about restoring harmony. Look at this energy. I mean, this is hearing good news. There's good news, talking to people. Yeah, look at the Empress. This is someone letting someone know they're open. So this is a person handing over the reins to the other person, letting them come in. Yeah, see, this is somebody who felt more confident than the other person. It could be money situation. Someone here focusing on their money, their success. They may have felt that the other person, you know, was lacking or interested in their money, because it's a person who's in that energy. See, lack of confidence. Somebody here is more confident than the other person. Often it's overconfidence. Yeah. But like I say, there's things being learned here, talking to people. There's a lot of curiosity. I mean, it's somebody here who's actually now looking at it from a different perspective, kind of just taking that little moment, a little pause to look at this from the other person's perspective. Yeah. Letting go of lack. Yeah, see, it's two people. I do think it's someone who may have moved on from another person. But because it does look like timing. Now we have a new cycle. See, this is two people actually looking for the same thing. A connection, soulmate connection. See, I do see friends or friends of friends here talking to them. This is someone seeing the Empress now. But the Empress is also taming the beast, because this is about learning. Now, I don't know if this is someone who cut someone out and decided to walk away, but it's what's being found out, what's being seen, is two people who are actually looking for the same thing. But I wouldn't be surprised that someone was going through the timing where one person had just walked away. But the result is two people looking for the same thing. See, ready for something new. Yeah, see, it's all about new. It's all about attracting high vibrational energy. Somebody was in an energy of very low vibrational at the time, feeling lack, like they're not good enough, or just often it's just people who just lack a lot of confidence. And it could be because they feel they can't provide someone enough time, energy to do things together. But it has to do with somebody finding that balance and harmony in their life too, to make someone a priority. Yeah, you can see this person here looking at things from a different perspective, putting the shoe on the other foot. See, this is what they see now. Yeah, look at that. I think it's both people though, but it has to do with getting comfortable. Often it's somebody here, see, it's about friends or being friends first. So it was somebody here looking for company, companionship. But I do think it's somebody who was hoping for something more. The sun is shining. There's going to be, two people are now seeing things clearly. So it's clearing things up. And it could be someone who had things they needed to clear up before they moved forward. So there's this beautiful transformation going from this very negative, lack, lonely, and kind of sad energy. and towards this very positive, high vibrational. See, this person's now seeing things clearly. They're seeing the Queen of Pentacles, somebody grounded, stable, practical. It's often just friends. Hey, let's connect. Maybe just someone who just wants friends. But it's usually friends first. See, it's all about just getting it going. This person knows they need to be the one to start this. They're definitely seeing things clear. They're feeling happier. They're talking to people, hearing things. They like what they're hearing. So this is actually two people who this really could have been successful. Now we have someone planning, preparing. See, this is somebody who had planned and kind of prepared here. See, this is somebody who was ready where the other person's not ready. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like what we have is this person going to come in here. And there's a lot of happiness, what they're hearing, what they're finding out, what they now see that they weren't seeing. Because they've gone within, though. This is someone who just needed to, I feel, sort themselves out. They needed to get out of their head. So someone, because of the different perspective and what they're seeing, they see things in a very positive light. Yeah, I see a house, a home, someone with a strong financial foundation. But there's a reason to celebrate at the end of this. This is someone who could have invited someone, hey, do you want to get together? The other person's just like, whoa, wait a minute here. Literally like, whoa. Yeah, this is the Empress. This is someone learning. Let communicate once and just be patient. Let the other person take the lead. So this is lessons being learned for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of desire. See the spark, the attraction. There's a lot of desire. Yeah, look at that. See the spark? Yeah, this is two people who wanted this. There was an attraction. Someone's attracting what they desire too, but you can see they may have come on a bit too fast, a bit too strong, shared too much information, you know, wanting to know more about this person, and they just weren't ready to put themselves out there, especially emotionally, because it's often the King of Swords coming across as cold. One more on transformation. Let's just see what else it has to say. Yeah, this is a beautiful transformation coming out of lack, loneliness, negative thoughts. See, going down this path, two people going to come together. See, it's about spending time together. I don't think someone was spending any time with someone here, not making them a priority, and someone walked away, but it's all about going towards new. These are two people who literally wanted the same thing, but now we have this person open to other options too. This person needs to hurry up. They need to take control. Yeah, you can see them looking at what they're seeing now. Wow. Yeah, we have the Queen of Wands. Somebody attractive, charming. This is someone high vibrational, attracting what they desire. But this is also someone who knows what they want. So they're not afraid to go for it. But it is someone who I feel may have communicated with someone or reached out too much and pressured the other person. So this is someone who's let go of that. Yeah, see, it's over to you. You have to be the one to start it. The masculine needs to be the one to start it. That's a transformation. Yeah. See, schedules, routines, lifestyle changes are necessary. But it's about being on the same page. It's about someone having faith now. See, it's about having faith in themselves to make the right choice. Someone here did not have that faith at this time. So it almost is like they had just moved on from another situation. But I like the Hanged Man. It's like perfect right there. It shows a different perspective what someone's now seeing. This is two people even just checking each other out again, taking another look. And this is what they see that they didn't see. So they do feel they missed an opportunity, but it's not too late. This is someone here who, they are open. They are keeping their options open. They know what they want, but it's someone who's not going to settle. Okay? But they are a person who is a natural born leader. Yeah. Wow. So I feel there's structural changes, lifestyle changes, and I feel it's about putting in effort to make this work. Yeah. I definitely see this is someone who works a lot. They often keep themselves very balanced as well. This is what this person's seeing. This is partnership material. But it's someone who I feel their intentions, I feel, were let's just connect and spend some time together, get to know each other, see if we're compatible. But happy to be friends first. So it's somebody who really wasn't trying to pressure someone. This is someone coming across the wrong way. But yeah, this is someone who wants a partner. They want someone to build with. This is someone who also stands up for their partner. See, being there through thick and thin. This is what this person wants. So there you go. Transformation. There's going to be some habits, patterns, and lifestyle changes. But somebody here is now, the transformation is having faith in themselves to make the right choice. It has to do with committing to spending time together. Yeah, making someone a priority. Yeah, planning, preparing, hoping for success, see a victory. This is someone who's accomplished goals. It's what somebody wanted to accomplish, was a partnership, but friends first. Someone who's trying to make someone feel uncomfortable, but when the other person puts on the brake, ghosts and ignores, then the Queen of Pentacles starts to get a little uncomfortable. This is someone who can provide something too. They bring something to the table. So literally this could be a victory here. Yeah, see, looking at this, I think it's both people, little mirroring, now looking at this from a whole different perspective. I like the energy because I feel it's two people being logical. It has to do with communicating truth. See, two people, good morals, good values, both looking for the same thing. It has to do with being able to communicate. This person's going to come in because this is what they see. Yeah, this is someone who's, I feel it's what they've always wanted. Happy home, happy life, a solid foundation. This is someone who has a comfortable home. They like to be comfortable. But this is someone who provides for themselves. And they are someone who naturally wants to provide for the other person. They have something to give. See, the Empress has a lot of abundance. They have something to give. So beautiful. Take care, and we'll see you soon.